It is around 3:21 on Friday, March 10th, 2023. Banks are being taken over by the government. Joe Biden's best friend is in the hospital. And Lauren Boebert is about to become a MAGA granny at the age of 36.
I bet she's freaking out over this, I'm sure.
Oh, I would be freaking out.
36. That's too young. That's too young. You know what? I was just mentioning that when I was in my mid-20s, I met this 35-year-old and she was already a grandma and she wasn't even 40 yet. Mm-hmm. That's insane.
Let's talk about Lauren for a second. I can't remember. She went against your other MAGA mommy Marjorie. So do we like her or not?
There are some things that I definitely agree with her on, but she did say something that I didn't agree with her on. Besides the support for Kevin McCarthy, she also said that there needs to be a national divorce from the red and blue states, which I don't agree with.
Marjorie Taylor Greene said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't agree with. I don't think it's an easy answer, and I don't think it would be a very good idea for half of the states to separate.
This is going to shock you. I actually don't necessarily disagree with Marjorie Taylor Greene about that. Now, her reasoning might be a little bit different, and I'm not saying that she's completely on the right. Well, she is, but
oh my goodness!
But But I have to actually think about what she said a little bit more, because in some ways, I do think this country is too big.
No. It's not that the country is too big. It's just that I think what I don't know how. I guess maybe what she was trying to articulate from is that as far as red and blue states separating from each other, maybe there should be separate colonies. I don't know.
Oh wow.
I don't know that would be a good idea.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm not quite sure exactly what she meant. But I don't know that a national divorce necessarily is going to help not national. I don't know what kind of divorce she called it, but it was some kind of a divorce.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, it sounded like she thought that would be the best answer for stuff like that, but I don't know that would be. So I'm curious to find out if she elaborates on it, because I don't quite understand it.
So, as it stands now, outside of your own mother, who is your favorite MAGA mommy?
I don't call them MAGA mommies, Bubs.
Oh,
they're MAGA moms.
Would it be MAGA mommy Melania, or would it be MAGA mommy Beobert?
Bubs, they're not my mommies.
Okay.
Or MAGA mommies. I don't have a favorite one, to tell you the truth.
That's fair.
I mean, if you're talking about MAGA mamas, Dr. Gina Loudon's a pretty cool one, but
I have no idea about this lady, but something tells me I'm gonna hear about her pretty soon.
Not today.
Okay, good.
But anywho, I don't have a favorite one, but I don't know.
Lauren Boebert, I could never get her name right. Yeah, is expected to become a grandmother next month.
That's insane.
So she's known about this for a while, and it just got leaked to the press. I'm assuming yesterday I was texting back and forth with a good friend of mine this morning, and she said, Lauren Boebert's about to become a grandmother at 36, and I'm like, wow.
That's insane. Well, okay, so I went to a training center years ago.
Yeah.
And at the time I was in my early 20s, and there was a guy there that was around my age when I started going there, and I'm sorry, around my age now, right? So I'm his age. I am around the same age as him when he started going there, and he was 43, and he told me that he was a grandpa, and I'm like, you're too young to be a grandpa at 43. I still thought it was too young.
I believe I told you this, but my dad was dating somebody who became a grandmother around the time she turned 35.
That is insane.
Does this make you look down a little bit on Lauren Boebert?
No.
Really?
No. Because there are people that try to raise their children right, and their children make mistakes. I can't blame her for that.
I don't know the age of her son,
That's insane.
but the assumption that some people might make is that she was probably a teenage mom, and her son is also obviously going to be a teenage dad.
It's possible. I don't know. That's way too young to be having grandkids, though.
I agree.
I mean, that's really, really young.
Okay, she's obviously going to be a MAGA granny next year.
Oh my goodness.
But since her son is still alive, do we call her MAGA granny Boebert, or do we call her MAGA mommy Lauren?
We don't call her anything. We're just Lauren Boebert. Why are you going on with the MAGA mommy and MAGA granny thing, Bubs?
I don't know.
You're funny. That's pretty funny, Bubs.
As you know, I really despise MAGA. That being said, I love hearing about her and Marjorie Taylor Greene not getting along.
I think the reason why you quote unquote despise it is because you don't know much about it, to tell you the truth.
Okay, which one would you rather be? Marjorie Taylor Greene, who cheats on her husband with a yoga instructor, or Lauren Boebert, where she's a grandmother for 36?
I wouldn't want to be any of them.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I can't identify with all MAGA women as far as their backgrounds and what they've gone through. I can't really identify with them.
I don't like any of them, but if I had to choose one, I do like that Lauren Boebert called out Marjorie Taylor Greene on the anti-Semitic stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She also called out Kevin McCarthy, which I thought was great because she was one of the people that actually wanted to make sure that Kevin McCarthy didn't become the speaker, and I'm glad there were people speaking out about that because I don't trust him still.
She's still off the rails nutty, but you know.
That's because you don't understand it, Bubs. You don't get the movement.
Really?
No.
Oh.
People seem to be afraid of the things they don't understand.
Why is she having grandkids so young?
I don't know, Bubs. This is not my... I just heard about it today, Bubs. Bubs.
Yeah.
Outside of you and your friend, that's all I know.
Nice.
I don't know. I don't know anything else.
I remember when I heard it this morning, my friend said it, and I'm like, that cannot be true. So I Googled it, and
That
there's
is
tons of news stories, and I was
insane.
just like, oh, Lord, yes. Thank you, Lord.
Why?
I don't know. What's up? What's up
Are
for?
you happy for somebody's calamity, Bubs?
What? No, babe. No. No.
You're... Ow.
Oh, sorry.
Owie.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. But
I
owie.
accidentally hit you with my iPad.
Owie.
But that was a complete accident because I was trying to move around. Because you got me squirming.
Are you happy for somebody's calamity?
No, babes.
Yeah.
New life. There's going to be a brand new baby.
You don't like babies. I mean, maybe you do, but you don't like kids.
No, but a baby is going to be more.
Yeah, like your mama said she wanted to hold a baby. You should tell the story.
Okay. It's Florida 2013. And my mom's living there with my sister. I go to visit, and my mom books a cruise for us. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Side note, this was a year after I made fun of a friend of mine for going on a cruise with his mom.
Oh.
So I felt really embarrassed.
I'm going to guess who it is, but I'll guess later.
Let's just put it this way. This is a friend of mine who has a very strong Indian accent.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, great guy. So I'm now on a cruise with my mom after just like completely making fun of my friend a year before for doing the same thing. We have one cabin, so it's like a bunk bed.
Yeah.
And we're there. It's the end of the night. And she goes on this long thing about, when am I going to hold a baby? I think you should have a baby. Okay. About a year later, a little bit more, my sister has my nephew.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. Everybody's happy. Couple months after that. And by now, my sister had moved to California.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Couple months later, I get a call from my mom. We had talked earlier that week. She had told me that they had found some sort of tumors on her kidney. So she calls me back.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm running errands. She says, I need to talk to you as soon as possible. At the time, I'm house sitting for a really good friend of mine. I go back to his place, and I just keep thinking to myself, okay, this is the night that I learned that my mom has terminal cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I sit down because he made it seem very serious.
Mm-hmm.
I call her back. She answers the phone. I say, Mom, what's going on? She takes a pause, and she's like, your sister wants me to move in and help with the baby. And at that moment, I thought to myself, oh, Lord, I'm so glad I did not take my mom's advice.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of grandmother do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of grandmother she's going to be. Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea. I think it's insane that she's so young to have a grandbaby. It's a little, I mean, both my grandparents were in their late 40s before, when they had grandkids already.
That's a little bit more reasonable.
It is reasonable, and they were closer to 50, so I understood that. But somebody that's closer to 40, and 40, for early 40s is still kind of young.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're closer to 50, that makes a lot more sense to me.
Do you have any kind words you want to say to the grandmother to be?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't have any kids. I have kids in my family, but I've never had any children, and I've never gotten married, so.
We just found out about this, obviously, today. But I'm wondering from your perspective, since the mother-to-be is about to pop in like a month, is this one of those things where you think that Lauren Boebert's son just told her recently, or they've been trying to keep this under wraps because they know that this looks super white trash?
You say it looks white trash. I don't know. Maybe she didn't want everybody to know her dirty laundry. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe she wanted to keep it private, and then her son has the baby, and maybe she wanted to share that with people, but I don't know that she wanted everybody to know about this. She's too young.
Yeah.
She's too young to have I mean, yeah, that's insane. I hear about little girls having babies at 12.
Yeah.
I remember one time when I was a part of the close-up program, what was really sad was one of the kids that went there to the program was 17, and he already had a 5-year-old.
That is crazy to me.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
It's sad to me. And so the girl was probably 12 or maybe barely 13. It's just it's sad.
What do you think her childhood was like, Lauren Boebert's?
Bubs, can we please get off of Lauren Boebert?
Okay.
Because I just heard this from you like a couple hours ago.
Okay. That's fair. It will come up in the future.
That's just crazy to me. She's way too young to have grandkids.
Yeah.
And that girl I told you about that I met that was 35, way too young to have a grandchild. And she wasn't even old herself.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, we'll have to check who the youngest grandmother is.
I told you before that on a weird I hate myself level, there's part of me that finds Lauren Boebert kind of hot. And now I think to myself, that's going to be somebody's grandmother really, really soon. Which, ew. And then we get to the other gross part is she's still several years younger than I am.
Well, yeah, a few years.
Yes.
Well, she might be a good grandma. Maybe, you don't know. You don't know what goes on behind the scenes there, baboosh.
I don't, but maybe she'll be a great grandmother by 53.
That's so weird.
Or 52.
That is just weird. Or maybe by 50.
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's just crazy to me. I mean, I like the grandmas that smell like old ladies, and they have some weird like old lady stuff in their cabinets, and I don't know what Geritol is, but I know it's for old people. She
probably has some old guns in her cabinets.
I don't know. She's so young. I still can't believe it.
I know.
Well, what else is weird too is So the one thing I've learned about Janet Jackson is she had her son at 52, I think it is. I think that might have been last year. Either last year or the year before.
I thought it was a few years back before the pandemic started.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Nice.
And yeah, because she's already in her 50s.
She's coming to Portland in like 3 months.
Yeah, I'm not really like a super Janet fan. I liked her brother's music more, but I like some of her stuff.
I heard a joke on the internet that I told you, which was she plans to pay tribute to her brother during her concert by dangling a baby out a window.
And I very quickly put him in line.
Oh, that was a joke, babes.
Oh,
I didn't even come up with that one. And maybe I did.
Bad. Bad.
Okay, let's get off of our favorite MAGA granny.
That's yours.
So she's not going to be your favorite once she becomes a grandmother.
I never said that at all. I don't have a favorite, remember?
That's true. You don't have a favorite MAGA mommy, but I would think a MAGA granny.
I don't have a favorite, any favorite MAGA woman.
That's good.
And I don't call them MAGA mommies and grannies.
Okay. Mitch McConnell, a.k.a. Joe Biden's best buddy.
That's your nickname for him.
Well, I think it's an apt one, considering how much Joe Biden talks about loving this dude and how he needs his approval for every little thing.
Well, both of them are, both of them are just, they need to get out of politics already.
Well, you're not going to get a big argument from me on that one.
Yeah.
But McConnell is in the hospital.
He's an old man,
and apparently he suffered a concussion.
Oh.
I am in the awkward position of praying for his good health, and I want him to recover real quickly. Now, the reason being, yes, I know he helped screw over this country, but the longer he's in a bad state, the more speeches Joe Biden is going to give talking about his friendship with Mitch McConnell.
That's the only reason why you want him to recover
I'm
quickly.
hoping and praying for his full recovery.
You don't know how to play.
And I pray it happens very soon.
You don't know how to play.
Because honestly, those speeches are very cringe to me.
You don't know how to play.
Uh-oh.
All of Biden's speeches are cringeworthy now.
No, yes.
Yeah.
And it's especially cringe when he talks about being friends with Republicans. That's like another... To me, babes... I think when Joe Biden talks about his friendships with Republicans, that's more cringe than anything I've ever heard Trump say. And I think reason
that says a lot.
I feel that way is because you're endorsing a lot of the behavior that has divided our country so deeply.
And that has divided Republicans, because Republicans are very divided right now.
Right, and the rest of our country. And it's also like you're disrespecting all the Bernie people who voted for you just because we didn't want another term of Trump. Whenever you talk about your friendships with Republicans, I think it's super cringe when Joe Biden talks about that stuff. What are your thoughts? It sounds like we're on a similar train.
Yeah, I mean, all the things that Joe Biden has said have been very cringeworthy. I never heard the Mitch McConnell thing, but if he is saying it, that's pretty cringeworthy too. I just don't want to hear him talk anymore. I'm tired of it. He doesn't know how to read a teleprompter. He doesn't know how to follow directions, and he needs to get out of politics because he's getting too old.
And here's where we get to something that I've been thinking about this week.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. As you know, I've been looking for something to fill my days. I'm not an educated man. I've read the Where's Waldo books. I'm still looking. Not gonna lie. But I've often wondered if there's something I can do for my nation. And
oh no.
It's been coming up a lot in my thoughts. I don't know if I am going to. But I really want to volunteer for the Marianne Williamson campaign. You know that she's decided to primary Joe Biden next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see.
I know many people say that she's a crazy lady who's
crazy
super new age into crystals or tarot cards or whatever it may be. And I don't care. She's fighting the good fight. She endorsed Bernie Sanders last time after she dropped out of the presidential race. So one, that's a good sign. And two, she's willing to stand up to Biden. I don't think that the Democratic establishment will let her win, but I also think that this fight needs to be had because so many people are upset with both parties. But it just happens to be that the Democrats are the one in charge right now. What do you think of Marianne Williamson?
I don't know much about her. I never read her books. I know that Oprah's like a big fan of hers, and I've never really been supportive of the candidates that Oprah has rooted for because I don't really trust her judgment on that. And that's just a personal opinion. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens with this one. I personally don't think you should, just because I don't know how long she's going to be, if she's even going to make it to the primaries.
Again, I don't think she's going to win, but I think that somebody does have to fight the establishment.
And after all, it is only March of 2023 too. Things are just.
I hear you. I think that she's going to be like a Bernie Sanders type, to where Biden and the establishment is going to screw her over in the end, but she's going to get a lot closer than people think. And I love Bernie, but one thing I think hurts him a little bit in my eyes is...
He's old?
No, yes, but that wasn't where I was going. I think because he was friends with Biden and Hillary, it was easier to convince him to stand down. And I don't think we're going to have that same thing with Marianne Williamson. So when she gets close to getting the nomination and the Democrats screw her over, they're going to want her endorsements. Whereas Bernie gave it fairly easily. I think Marianne Williamson is going to demand concessions before she endorses Joe Biden. And she was asked about that point blank last week on Crystal, Kyle, and Friends. Mm-hmm. And she kind of basically said, if I'm interpreting the answer correctly, that she's going to demand some concessions in case something like that happens. And I believe her.
Didn't you say that they're engaged, Crystal and Kyle?
They are.
Wow. How much older is Crystal than Kyle?
I think she's around our age, and he's maybe 3 or 4 years younger.
Oh wow, she likes the younger ones.
Yeah, and she also has 3 kids.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought for some reason she was like really single and never been married, but
she was married before and she has 3 kids. But Kyle said once on Kyle and Corin that he really likes being a stepdad.
Well, good, because it's not always for everybody.
No.
I mean, it's speaking of the whole step parenting thing, because I've been thinking about this a lot, right?
Yeah.
You really have to want the same things if you get into a relationship with someone that has kids, because if you aren't thinking about having kids, maybe not even in the distant future, then it's going to be really hard to deal with all of that and the guy or the girl's ex.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and then you also have the other piece where the kids are going to have to get used to you. And what if they've seen a lot of people get into their, get into their mom's or dad's life, and they're thinking, oh, this is just going to be one that's here, and then they go, and it's going to be another person that the kids are getting used to. So it's like it's such a complicated thing to put together, I think.
Well, let's get to an uncomfortable question.
Uh-oh.
I think you might know where I'm about to go with this.
Is it about Lauren Boebert again?
Of course it is.
No.
So,
Bubs, why?
Let's say, God forbid, her marriage doesn't work out.
Is she still married?
I'm assuming so, right?
I don't know if she is married.
Okay. Let's say that she decides she needs a grandfather for her grandbaby. And...
Ugh. No, Bubs.
Hold on.
Not you.
She comes to you and she says, Alana, not only I owe you, but MAGA will owe you a huge debt of gratitude. And we need this MAGA baby to be raised right with a great-grandfather. Not a great-grandfather, but a grandfather who's going to be great. And my man stepped out. So could I please borrow Rick for the next 18 years?
I would say no.
Really?
Because number one, you don't really like to be around a lot of kids.
I know I don't.
You don't want to discipline them. You don't want to play with them. Maybe you'll play with some kids.
I play with my nephew.
Yeah, but he's getting older.
When he was little, I played with him.
Yeah.
You saw me play with my nephew.
Yes, he was a very good little boy.
Yeah.
When he was good.
He was good most of the time.
He was good most of the time. He
Yeah.
was a very good hide and seeker, but it was quite hilarious. Very helpful too.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Outside of your nephew, you don't like being around a lot of kids because some of them are just not behaving very well. I get that. But and what else? Oh, and number 2, it wouldn't make sense for you to be a grandpa because you're not that. You don't have any kids.
Right.
You don't have any kids who had kids. So
But
why would they ask you to be a grandpa?
Because
And you don't like mega people.
I know, but Lauren Boebert.
But you what?
Lauren Boebert says we need somebody like Rick. And I've been listening, and I think he's a very funny person, and he would be an awesome grandfather to my grandbaby. Yeah, to my grandbaby. And she says, do you want this grandbaby to grow feeling alone because we're getting rid of all these entitlement programs? Or do you want this grandbaby to feel like it belongs in the world? And she starts crying to you. What would you do?
I would say no, get your own guy.
Nice.
Well, Bubs, you wouldn't want the job anyway.
I wouldn't want it, but I'd like to be offered it. Just so I could turn it down. You're banging on my head, squeezing my nose. Oh, kissy.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, why don't we get to some lighter things here?
Let's get to the bank closing in California.
No.
Okay.
I don't know much about that.
In fairness, I don't think anybody does because they were doing pretty good until like literally this time yesterday. Mm-hmm. And then there was some report that came out. It's a bank that lent a lot of money to tech companies. Mm-hmm. Apparently there was a run on the bank. This morning, as I'm getting ready to go see Alana, I see a video that Sagar from Breaking Points had just posted, where he talked about that the bank has just been taken over by the government. And apparently some big financial dude, I forget his name, came out and said that this bank could end up being the new Enron.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I want to say it's called Silicon Bank, but I could be wrong. It's a crazy story, and it's still developing as we speak. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you want to talk about something lighter.
Yeah. I want to talk about what happened a couple days ago, because you were there for this.
I was.
Yeah.
Lauren Boebert successfully tried to talk her
no, not that.
son's girlfriend into having a abortion.
Stop it.
Late term stop. Ow. We just hit our heads.
Ouch. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that was a total accident. Owie.
I love you, babes.
Oh.
Ow. I think you got hurt more than I did, but I definitely felt it.
Ow.
All right, let's... Did you like my joke when I'm like late term style?
Bubs.
What? Ow!
Did that hurt?
Yes, it did.
Oh, sorry.
You just squeezed the side of me.
I know.
Yes. I didn't know how to deserve that.
Howie.
All right. Let's... you keep hitting my thing.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, babes.
Okay.
Let's talk about what happened a couple of days ago. Not with Lauren Boebert.
No, Lauren Boebert was definitely not a part of this one. So, 2 teachers from the center put on a really fun lunch called Eating with Grace. And
I never met Grace, by the way.
There is no Grace. I know somebody made a joke about Grace. No, there is no Grace.
Kind of false advertising, but okay.
That's not what they talked about.
Okay. It was Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly's dead.
Oh.
Princess Grace died.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, keep going then.
Grace, she died. Anyway, so basically everybody who was participating, including guests that were invited, had to all wear sleep shades. And the only thing I didn't like about mine was that it was tight around my ears, and I didn't like it.
The thing that usually gets me with sleep shades, which, by the way, I've worn on hundreds of occasions, literally, So having to wear them during lunch a couple of days ago was no big deal for me.
Yeah.
But the only thing I don't like about them is they always press against my nose.
Yeah, that's another uncomfortable thing too. I
Yeah.
didn't like. It was more. I felt it more around my ears, but I didn't like it. But anyway, so we had on the menu. We had some turkey medallions with mashed potatoes and carrots with thyme and almonds, roasted almonds. They were really good. What did you think about it?
I enjoyed the whole thing.
Yeah, the turkey was moist. The potatoes and the carrots were really good, and then I made the biscuits. And I wasn't used to using a biscuit as a pusher for my food, but I tried. I ended up essentially eating 2 of the biscuits. So I had to say the biscuits turned out very well. I was very happy. Yeah. Why are you laughing like that, Bubs?
No reason.
Why?
Keep going, babes.
Okay. And so we kind of we had an assignment during the lunch to make sure that we knew the person on our right, who they were, what their name was, something about them, and then we were just kind of talking amongst ourselves. People were asking questions about situations at new restaurants or nice dinners or things of that sort. And then a couple hours go by, maybe an hour or so goes by, and we had some blackberry crisp with vanilla ice cream. It was really good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So then comes the time where people had to give introductions to the rest of the people in the room. Everything goes well.
I'm very forgettable.
Everything goes well, and then here comes this lady that was sitting to the left of Rick, and she says what?
He likes pancakes and cereal.
Yeah, he likes to make pancakes and eat cereal, and I'm like, no. I'm thinking to myself, no, she got that wrong. She got that wrong.
I am not a breakfast person whatsoever.
You like it sometimes.
But what do I like for breakfast?
Avocado with kimchi and cucumbers. Which
Exactly.
is disgusting.
I don't like this stereotypical breakfast.
But you've had pancakes before and you're okay with it.
I was okay with it. It's not eggs. I can eat pancakes, but I don't go out of my way to make them. I've made them before for people, but it's not my personal preference.
But basically, the girl who introduced him did not pay attention to anything that he said about himself.
Yeah, and I'm not a cereal person either, but I also got the sense, babes, that she's not completely there.
No, and you know what? I met her once before the lunch, and I kind of thought that she was not all there either.
I think that Alana was a lot more offended by this girl than I was, which I do like. But to me, if somebody's a little bit gone, then I can't really be offended that they don't know much about me, even though I was trying to engage them in conversation.
I don't know if I was offended. I think offended is a strong word to describe it. I was more, I guess, frustrated because we all got the heads up that we had to do this assignment, and she just wasn't paying attention. And one of the teachers at this lunch said that this girl was a good cook, and I thought, how could she be a good cook? Because she has to really, really pay attention to detail.
And again, it's not like I was just talking to you the whole time.
No, you're talking to her.
Not listening to people or trying to ignore her. I was trying to engage her in conversation too.
Exactly, and you were engaging her more in conversation. I was talking to the girl on my right and one of the teachers on her right, and we were just having a nice conversation, and I just kind of felt like the least she could have done was, kind of pay attention to what's around her, because this is the reason why we had this lunch too, is to make sure that we knew what was going on around her and who was around us and who who was talking and what other stuff was going on, but it just seemed like she was kind of in her own little world, and maybe that's what it was. But from this was the second time that I came across her. Nice girl, but not there.
Yeah, and I guess you keep getting my.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, babes.
I'm sorry. That was a mistake.
The reason I'm not really that upset about it is, again, it's hard to get upset with somebody if you think that they have a mental disability, like I feel about this lady.
I get a little bit more impatient with people that, like I told, like we talked about that one guy I've mentioned many times to you, and I don't like feeling like that. I don't like feeling impatient with a person like that, but they probably don't even realize what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really sad. And I have to keep reminding myself that they probably don't realize that they're doing what they're doing.
No.
And the ones that really test my patience are the ones that are, for the most part, there, but they just keep making these mistakes. You know what I mean?
But this girl brought food to the luncheon for herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Which I thought was kind of strange.
It kind of made me laugh, honestly.
That kind of reminds me of your other friend.
I know, yeah.
Brought food to a Starbucks.
I know.
It's a little bit weird.
Into a Chipotle.
I don't get that. It's like, if you weren't going to eat the food here, why did you come? I don't get it. Some people are kind of strange like that. But, I mean, most likely I won't see her for a long time. But I wasn't really offended, per se. I was just a little bit like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I was kind of in the, thinking of, oh, come on, get it together. Everybody's trying here. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
You understand why I would be a little bit frustrated?
No, I get it.
Yeah.
And she also wanted to come with us to the Motown exhibit, but unfortunately for her, that will not be happening.
Well, that was because I told you about this before you met her. She expressed that she wanted to go, but I didn't take down her information because I didn't know when I was going to see her. Mm-hmm. Because I thought, okay, well, maybe I should think about this before I decide to invite her. Well, I'm glad I didn't.
That would have been a disaster.
I know. What if she got lost?
Yes.
I'm glad I didn't, and I'm sad to say that, but I honestly don't think she would be paying attention.
No. And listen, I could stay home and not pay attention, but I'm going there because I want to have a good time and explore and learn a little bit more about Motown.
And Rick and I are big fans of Motown music. And I grew up listening to it a lot. And
it was a little bit before my time, but I still really appreciate the music.
It's before my time too, Bubs.
Good.
Bubs, I wasn't even born then.
Weren't you alive when Rick James was making albums?
Well, I don't remember it. I mean, I remember some of it.
What about Lionel Richie?
Yeah.
Weren't they both on Motown?
I don't know about Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie was on Motown.
Was he?
Yes.
While he was in the Commodores?
I believe as a solo artist, and I'm basing that on when we've asked Miss A to play music from Motown, she'll usually play a lot of Lionel Richie.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah. So you were live during some of it.
Yeah, but you were too. You just don't remember it.
I don't know about that. I love you, babes. Let's remember that, okay?
I'm surprised that before I introduced you to Lionel Richie, you didn't know about his solo stuff.
I knew that he was an artist, but I didn't really hear the hits as much. But I'm also a little bit younger, so.
You're not that much younger.
I know, but I'm younger.
You're not that much younger.
I'm younger, boy, babe.
You're only 2.5 years. This doesn't really count as a lot younger.
Okay, granted, I'm not Lauren Boebert yet.
Oh, my goodness.
But I'm still young.
She's not that much younger than you, Bubs.
Oh, good. Yes. What?
You know what that almost sounds like? I know you're joking about this. But I had an ex that was 4 years older than me, and every time we talked about our ages, he made it sound like I was a lot younger than him.
Nice.
It sounded almost condescending to me, and
Uh-oh.
I didn't like that.
See, if we break up,
Yeah.
and I get with your girl Lauren Boebert, and we start doing Green Beobert and Hammond,
Bubs,
then
it ain't gonna happen.
I hope not. But what I'm trying to say is it would be an interesting power play because she is a lot younger than me, and she's also a grandma. So I don't know how that podcast is going to go. And she's also more MAGA than you, I would imagine.
I don't know. I think we're on the same, Bubs.
Oh, you don't think that she's more MAGA than you?
No.
Okay.
I think we may be around the same level, I guess you could call it. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I do have Beobert on the brain today.
Well, stop it.
Okay, that's going to be the name of this podcast.
No.
Beobert on the brain.
No, I don't like it.
Oh, I do. And I love you.
Oh.
Okay, let's get off of Miss Beobert.
Thank you.
Yes. Jaylo.
Yeah.
I'm excited about tomorrow.
Well, wait a minute. I'm excited about tonight.
Well, you gotta let me segue here, Jay. Whoa.
I know. Go on.
You kind of interrupted it.
I'm sorry.
What I was going to say is, but I am also looking forward to this evening.
Yes.
Yes, because Jaylo.
We are going to go see Ladysmith Black Mambazo at the Aladdin Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And we went there, of course, we went there in January, and it was really, really fun.
Yes.
Mm.
The only thing that concerns me a little bit tonight, two things. One, getting in there because backpacks. But also, are we going to dance? And the only reason I phrase it like this is I know we can, but do you think their music is suitable to dance to? Because it's more a cappella.
That is a very good question. I don't know if we can, unless it's hard to say because you really don't I don't know their music very well.
Yeah.
And sometimes they sing with other people, and I it's hard to judge.
My thought is this. We might not dance as much as we usually do, but we're still going to get up there. However, it's probably going to be a little bit slower, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes they change rhythms and they get slower and then they get faster, you know. So it's a little bit hard to gauge sometimes.
We should also say what happened this week.
Yeah.
Let's fast forward to last year.
Uh-huh.
I have that Rona.
I do too.
And I watched this video of a lady playing an instrument called
the kora. And
her name was Sonia.
Sonia something. I forgot what it was.
We're big fans, as you can tell.
Yeah.
But
I forgot what her last name was. It's a long one.
I don't know. Yeah. we're not big fans, but we enjoyed the 60 Minutes thing. And I've heard some of her songs, I believe, on Mornings Become Eclectic.
Oh, wow.
In any event, I have a friend who had major surgery recently. Okay?
Yep.
And trust me, I'm going to stick the landing with this one.
Yeah.
And as kind of like a present for surviving the surgery and letting my friend know that he was loved, one of his sisters bought him tickets to see Sonia. We forgot her last name. Because she's coming to Portland in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
What his sister didn't know is because his surgery is so intense, he actually has to isolate for about 3 months before he can really start going out into the world. And his wife also needs to kind of maybe not be as strict as him, but pretty to the letter as far as staying in goes. Okay? But these are non-refundable tickets. He calls me earlier this week and we're talking. And he says, speaking of experiences, Rick, he's pausing. He's like, do you know where I'm going to go with this one? And my mind may have went someplace else.
Oh, no.
Psychedelics. But
of course it would.
I said, it is where I think you're going to go. And he's like, oh, probably not that, Rick. But he's like, my sister got me these tickets. We can't use them. And you turned me on to her music. And we would love for you and Alana to go instead. So we're going to see her at the end of this month.
Because we didn't think we were going to see her.
Ever.
Yeah. We didn't know where, you thought she was going to Portland, Maine.
Okay, so what happened was my same buddy about a month ago, a couple weeks before surgery, By the way, he knew he was going to have it for a while, but that's neither here nor there. Texted me and said that she was coming to town. So I Googled her, and yes, I did look up how to spell the last name, but of course I can't remember it now. And on her website, it had a tour date for Portland, Maine, but not for Oregon. My assumption is that you actually had to go on the website of the venue she was going to for whatever reason.
Mm.
But I'm looking forward to it now, babes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And judging by her 60 Minutes piece, she is the first woman to play that instrument.
That's what it sounded like.
Professionally.
Mm-hmm.
And we were watching it separately, and I'm just like, it sounds like a really hard instrument if she's going to school just to learn that instrument.
Yeah.
Wow.
The next day, my sister comes to town. A couple of weeks ago, I'm going to be dating the birthday girl, and I'm going to take her to see a band called Dust Bowl Revival. So,
on my birthday.
Yeah.
Which is really cool because I've never been to a concert on my birthday ever. And
Nice.
It just happens to be on my birthday, which would be a really fun way to close the night out.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a really fun way to end the day.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
On another musical note, babes.
Yep.
I played for you some Boogie Down Productions this afternoon.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I actually like those 2 songs.
3 songs.
3 songs.
Yes.
Yeah, because that was what was that one? The first one?
First one was My Philosophy, then I'm Still Number One, and then Stop the Violence, all of which are off By All Means Necessary. Now, Google also played a little bit of Criminal Minded, which I really do like that song, but I didn't think you were going to respond to it like you did to the others.
No, they were really good. I like that he had a different style of rap. It wasn't just about the drugs, the girls, the alcohol, and how many people they shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't just about gangster rap, but it was. And I liked how he was talking about, they shouldn't be eating chicken and melon. In other words, it was very talking about the stereotypical black men.
Okay.
I guess I'm guessing that's where he was going, and that he it was cool. He put knowledge into his songs.
Yep. A vegetarian, no goat or ham or chicken or turkey or hamburger, because to me that's suicide, self-murder.
Well, I said, well, it's too bad. I'll eat it for you then.
Oh my god.
It's not self-murder. It's just good meat. That's all I have to say about that.
And then, who gets weaker, the king or the teacher? It's not about salary. It's all about reality. Teachers teach and do the world good. Kings just rule and most are never understood.
Okay.
Yes, I know my lyrics.
Yeah, you do.
And those are his lyrics, so.
Yes.
Yes, I know his lyrics better than I know my lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So now you've heard Kenny Parker's brother.
Kenny Parker's boy.
I'm glad you like KRS. And hopefully this is the beginning of a journey into his music.
I don't know.
I've never seen KRS ONE live, but I've always wanted to. I've known a lot of people who've seen him live.
Did they like it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. KRS is considered a great performer in hip-hop. So, yeah. One day, babes. One day.
Wow.
Yes. Let's talk about a man named Christopher Rock.
It's Chris Rock.
It's Chris Rock to you, babes.
Yeah, it's Chris Rock to you.
Last week, he did a live special on Netflix. It was Saturday night. I didn't press you to watch it, and part of the reason is I knew you were probably going to reject that idea.
Mm-hmm.
But also, because it was Netflix's first time streaming a live event, I was kind of thinking to myself, this might freeze up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, people didn't have those issues with it.
Oh, wow.
Which is good. But on Monday night, I sat down and I watched the special.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm in the minority on this, but to me, his best special, I think it's called Shoot the Messenger or Kill the Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one he did back in 2004. That to me is an amazing special, and he's done other ones that I really like a lot. He only did one special that I hated, and it was the one where they shot it from 3 different locations
Oh,
and
really?
edited together the footage. That one just felt a little bit too gimmicky for me, and it took away from the experience of hearing the jokes.
Mm.
But this one was really good. It might be my second favorite special that he's done, and that's saying something.
Oh, wow.
I think Chris Rock in the modern age is probably my favorite stand-up comedian.
Wow.
Yeah. He talked about the Will Smith stuff, but he
Wow.
mostly did it at the end. He made a couple references early on. Like at one point, he's talking about how you see Snoop Dogg in all these commercials, and he says, I saw Snoop in a commercial for mortgages, and I think he called it a doggage. And he's like, don't get me wrong, I don't need another mad rapper coming after me. But Snoop's a little bit overexposed.
Wow.
But then he goes into the whole thing with Will Smith, and I told you some of the material. He also attack's a strong word. He made fun of that Meghan lady.
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, who's married to that Prince dude.
Prince Harry.
Yeah, I don't care about the royal family.
I'm neutral. I don't know enough about them, so I can't really comment.
But I saw that, and recently I also watched the episode of South Park called The Privacy Tour.
And you said that was really funny.
That was really funny, but I heard that Meghan Markle is suing South Park over that episode.
Well, my comment on that is South Park has made fun of everything and everyone.
Yes.
And they were bound to make fun of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry because they're in the limelight. They're in the spotlight. Of course they're going to make fun of them. So she should already know that, especially since she was an actress. So I really don't feel sorry for her, really.
And a lot of people were upset with Chris Rock for making fun of her, but Charlemagne stuck up for him apparently, which is good. Charlemagne seems like a stand-up dude. I don't listen to The Breakfast Club all the time. It's one of those shows a couple times a year I'll sit down and listen to a few episodes. But he seems really cool. And I did read one of his books. What do you think of Charlemagne the God?
How do you spell it? Like G-A-double-G or something? D?
Something like that.
G-A-W-D or something?
I don't know.
Something weird like that.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know much about the guy.
I loved his Kamala Harris interview.
Oh, when her microphone was... Yeah, a lot of people were making fun of that. I mean, he was making fun of her.
Yeah.
She's like, and then her phone was temporarily like, oh, her mic shut off. That was great. And she was getting it on both sides. And it was, she didn't do herself any favors, really.
See, I kind of dug his stuff before then, but he gained a lot of respect from me when he did that interview.
Did you hear when she I heard this really funny montage about how she would say, "Oh, I love Venn diagrams. I just love them. With the circles and the and people were just making fun of her. I'm like, you kooky lady.
Yeah,
you're nuts. And you're supposed to be in charge of. You're supposed to be the border czar.
Exactly. And meanwhile, you know what nobody's talking about, babes?
What's that?
I hate to say it, but Trump was more friendly to immigrants than Joe Biden is, apparently, with his border policy.
I would agree.
Yeah, no, liberal media is saying it now. I've been hearing them talk about it on TYT and Secular Talk recently about how Biden is taking a more extreme stance on border stuff than Trump was.
Well, are you talking about
not letting people into this country?
Oh, because he told them to come over.
Well, he can say whatever he wants.
Joe Biden told him to come over.
But apparently he's telling the people at the border to be super strict on them.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I understand that because Joe Biden was because he told them to come, but then he went back on his word and said, "Don't come."
Yeah.
Don't come. So I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that Joe Biden has been horrible when it came to border concerns.
Apparently he is, yeah, worse than Trump. And that's saying something.
That is saying something.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, Charlemagne gets a lot of respect for me. And I did really enjoy the Chris Rock special. When he first starts it, he talks about woke culture.
Yeah.
I like that, but I also know it's kind of like a shtick that a lot of comics do these days. So part of me is thinking, oh God, Chris, don't talk about this the entire time. But luckily, he only did like 5 minutes on it. And then he went on to other stuff. And I thought the stuff he said about January 6th was funny, where he's like, white people are just so mad. It's like, we don't have it that good. No black people own an airline or anything like white people do.
An airline.
He did it better than I just did.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's Chris Rock and he's funny and whatnot. And he talked about his ex-wife, Babes. And he's like...
Again?
Yeah, I love when he talks about his ex-wife. He's like, my ex-wife is the smartest person I know. She's as rich as me, but I'm the funny one.
I heard she started like a foundation or something.
Yeah, come on, whose money did she use to start that with? What?
I'm just saying, I thought she did.
She might have with his money.
Stop it, I'll pinch you.
Okay, I'm sure she did it all on her own. All on her own.
No, I wasn't expecting that comment. I just wanted to tell you that without any comments.
Okay, babes. I love you, babes. Give me a kiss.
Don't get in trouble before the console.
All right, give me a kiss, babes.
No.
Yeah, for your sake.
Why? Hey!
Because you started it too. So give me a kiss.
I didn't ever touch your armpit.
All right, well, give me a kiss then. Give me a kiss, babe. Okay. It's time to kiss the good boy.
Oh my goodness.
What?
See what I have to deal with people.
Oh my goodness.
People.
A great guy. A great
You
guy.
are most of the time.
All the time.
There may be like 5% of the time where I get a little bit miffed at you. Not exploding mad, but a little bit irritated, shall we say?
Yeah. So when I watched the Chris Rock special, I thought this is really funny, and I'm sure he's going to get some blowback for this stuff.
He probably knew he was.
Yeah, he got a little bit. I'm not going to lie. There was some talk about it, but it wasn't nearly as much as I was expecting it to be.
Wow.
Yeah, it was mainly about the Meghan Markle comments.
Oh.
And a little bit, some people were upset about the stuff he said about Jada Pinkett Smith. But that was about it, though.
Wow, nothing else?
No, people weren't too upset with what he said about, like, woke stuff. Or...
Not about his ex-wife?
Yeah. So some people were a little bit upset about that, but... And nobody from, like, the right went after him for what he said about January 6th. So I like that. I like that Chris Rock did a great special, but, like... He didn't have tons of haters on him because he's super talented. Yeah, he makes horrible movies, but his stand-up comedy specials are next level.
Did he guest star on The Fresh Prince, or was that somebody else?
I think that was somebody else.
Okay.
You know what else I heard, babes?
What?
You know Marlon Wayans?
Yeah, Marlon Wayans.
Apparently, he put out a comedy special last week. And
oh,
I haven't heard it yet. I really want to listen to it.
Oh, really?
The word on the street is it's all about the Will Smith Chris Rock slap.
All of it?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Because he goes apparently into how he knows both of them. And he was supposed to be in a movie, but Chris Rock took the part from him.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be in another movie, but Will Smith took that part from him.
So he's dissing on them both?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw a Marlon Wayans special a couple years ago that I didn't think was that good, but I think I'd watch him talk about Will Smith and Chris Rock for an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you want to watch the new Chris Rock special?
I don't know. I'm not really a comedy special person.
I know. We need to do a comedy special night.
I don't know. I'm not really into that stuff, really. I don't know. Some of it can get pretty trashy and raunchy, and I'm not really into that. I know people think it's funny, but I don't know.
Oh.
Some of it's just like, okay, whatever. It's just not my thing.
I do think you'd like some of the stuff. But what do I know, babes?
I remember hearing an interview with his mom. I think her name was Rose Rock. So that's really his last name, Rock.
Yeah.
And his mom, Rose. And I think she was doing some kind of a cooking demonstration on a show. And she said, I don't know if this is true or not, because Chris Rock maybe just doing this for his mom. She said that he's totally different at home. Like when he comes to visit, she actually says that he doesn't really cuss much at all, or even at all. And she also said that her nickname for him is Chrissy.
You told me that. Did you know that Chrissy didn't lose his... Chrissy didn't lose... Let me try to do this with a straight face. Did you know that Chrissy didn't lose... It's hard.
I know, it's hard, Chrissy.
Okay. Little Chrissy. No. I will not do that. My mom's nickname for me was Ricky, so I get it.
I know, it's funny, I know.
Chris Rock
yeah.
didn't lose his virginity until he was 19.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Oh. That's a little bit strange, but...
Well, who cares?
Oh, I'm just saying that, Jaylo.
Doesn't mean he's less of a human being.
I didn't say that. That's what I meant, babes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
No. He's still a talent in my eyes.
Okay.
Yes. What's the other thing I wanted to say about him? Did I leave my mind? I might have. But he's really good.
Mm.
There's something else I wanted to say.
Mm.
His mom. Oh, yeah. So get this.
Mm-hmm.
You know how America has this history of being like super, super over the top racist?
I love how the left likes to dramatize it, but yes, we do have a racist past. I get it.
Yes. So
it's not all bad, but it is there.
Like, as a white guy, I know some stuff, but like sometimes things just get past you and you don't learn them until later on. So he's talking in the special about how, sometimes when you're a kid, you have a tooth infection and maybe you have to have a tooth pulled, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said back in the day, it was illegal for black children to go to a white dentist.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they didn't have a white dentist or a black dentist in their neighborhood, they would have to go to the vet.
What?
And he's like,
wow.
And he's like, and in case you guys are thinking, this isn't Harriet Tubman. This is my mom. My mom, a woman who is still alive, had to go to a vet to get one of her teeth pulled. My mom, who's here tonight, she went to a vet as a kid to get one of her teeth pulled.
Wow.
I was just like, whoa. That's really, I did not know that.
That is, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is really crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, how would I know? I'm white, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, what was that one thing we were watching where this lady was talking about how when it might have been, I think it might have been in the PBS special, or the PBS thing, not the PBS thing. It was called
Ken Burns thing?
No, it was about Mr. Soul. It was Mr. Soul, I think.
Yeah.
Because she was saying that she would go to the market, and it was owned by a white man or something, or whatever it was, and the kids would want to buy candy, but he would give them
he would give them the really bad
candy on purpose.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's just gross.
And then when they played the tapes of Richard Nixon talking about how to get PBS to take off programs like Mr. Soul.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I mean, I understand that Mr. Soul was kind of racy for its time, for sure. But that's what was going on. I'm sure this was going on, like, I think this was in the 70s, right?
Early 70s.
So this was like after the Civil Rights Movement.
Well, I mean...
around the time of the Civil Rights.
Around the time of it.
Yeah, so there was a lot of angry people. And I get that they wanted to have a show like that because they didn't have shows that represented them like that.
Exactly.
But I understand that it was very racy for its time. Probably would be... Well, maybe it would be racy for today. I don't know.
I don't think you could do it the same way today.
Yeah.
I think if you did it today, it would be... You could have something called Mr. Soul, but it would be very watered down.
It wouldn't be as good.
No. We need to watch some episodes of it on YouTube, but we'll see what happens with that there, Jaylo. Okay, so I heard a rumor.
What?
I don't know if it's true. So, you know how they're banning a lot of books in Florida? And I like how there's a pause. A book that I heard was recently banned, and I'm going to check into this, is a book called A Wrinkle in Time.
That is insane.
Which I have not read.
I remember I told you I read it. I liked it.
Yeah.
It's not a very long book, but I think it's just insane.
And Roy Kent likes it too.
A Wrinkle in Time.
Because remember, he's reading it to
that's right.
Phoebe.
It's like A Wrinkle in Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good book.
Yeah. Apparently, DeSantis doesn't want kids reading it.
Are you sure?
I need to check into
Are
that,
you
but
sure?
I've heard that.
I have not heard him banning books in Florida, but that's insane that book is. They tried to ban Amazon. I think tried to ban Dr. Seuss books, which is insane to me. And now this one.
Yeah, they banned over 600 books in Florida in the last couple of years.
I don't think Ron DeSantis did that.
But people who are associated with him have done that. And as the governor, he could do something. And he's passed legislation to make it easier to sue schools for having inappropriate material.
Yeah, but there is really inappropriate material that kids should not be reading. That's different than a children's classic that doesn't have anything, that doesn't have any inappropriate content for children, and they want to ban that.
See, but this is what I always say is it's a slippery slope when you start banning books.
It is not so much a slippery slope. I honestly think that there is a time and a place for those books. They should not be in children's libraries, school libraries. They should be maybe in the back of some kind of a bookstore, like a bookstore that anyone can go to. But it should that kind of material should be in the back. I don't think kids should be reading that. I think it's doing more harm for kids to read stuff like that. Like have you heard about the book called Tricks?
No.
Okay, well I heard a woman read part of that book to I forgot what they were meeting for, but this book is a very, very graphic fictional tale about child prostitution, and that's going around in high schools. It's very, very sexually graphic.
Okay, you heard one passage out of the book. For all you
I didn't read the book. I read a description of it, and it sounds pretty graphic. It sounds very, very close to pornography.
Right, but there are a lot of things that are graphic, and for all you know, the over-encompassing theme of the book is this is a bad life. Let's try to discourage kids from going into it. But if you only hear one or two passages of it and it's taken out of context, it could be presented in a certain way. And I would make the argument that if like A Wrinkle in Time is banned, that only goes to prove my point that it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, I don't know if it really is a slippery slope, because the ones that should be out of the hands of children are being pushed for children. Did you know that there is a book for elementary school kids called Killing Mr. Griffin, and it's about these kids that are plotting to kill their own teacher?
No.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that that educators want kids to read, and I think that's insane.
Okay, is it that they want them to read them?
Yes, they do.
Or that they want them to have the option?
No, they don't want them to have the option. They want it to be a part of their curriculum. Tricks, what it wants, the people that want Tricks in high school, the book, they want that to be a part of the curriculum.
But you know that the same people who are fighting to ban Tricks and killing Mr. What's-His-Face?
Mr.
Griffin are also the same people fighting to ban things like A Wrinkle in Time.
No, they...
it's a
in
very...
some ways,
I
think it all comes down to double standards, because they want this, they do have an agenda to push this on kids, and they want to over-sexualize children. I think it's awful. Not only that, the children's classics that kids have been reading for years are somehow deemed worse than the books that kids shouldn't even be reading. So I I think it's interesting.
Okay, there is some truth in what you just said.
Mhm.
I agree with you that we shouldn't censor old books. Like the thing they were going to do with Roald Dahl,
Yeah.
where they were going to change a lot of the language.
Oh yeah, they're
And-
still trying to work on
no,
that.
no, they
right?
they reversed it.
Did they?
The right wings stepped up and they complained about it and they reversed it. They said that the publisher said that they're not going to take away those books and they're not going to rewrite them.
I hope not.
Well, the publisher said that they're not going to.
Okay, good.
After there was an outcry, but
yeah,
I can agree with you on that and still think to myself that a library is supposed to be a marketplace of ideas.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
But here's the thing, okay? You agree that there is a time and a place for things like that.
Absolutely.
These kinds of books, those sexually graphic books like Tricks, I don't think should be in the hands of kids. I don't think these educators that are trying to ban children's classics have the best interest of the kids in mind. And I also think that they have an agenda to further sexualize children. I think it's all about grooming and censorship.
But the way you phrase it, and you might not be doing this intentionally, makes it sound like the people who are trying to ban the books like Tricks have the best interests of kids in mind.
No, I never said that.
I know, and that's why I said you might not have said it intentionally. And I would just argue that that's not necessarily the case. And we also have to take a look at what age of kids are books like Tricks being exposed to. You said high school.
Yes.
Well, if it's a high school student, I don't really have an issue with that.
Yeah, but this is pornography. If you read the description of the book, it's very, 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 very close to pornography. You might as well just call it child porn.
But you haven't read it yourself.
I haven't read it. I've only heard a passage of it. I don't think I need to read it to get the gist of it. It's about child prostitution, and the kids in the book are minors. It's very graphic. You should really look up this book because it's very, very disturbing to me.
And again, a counter argument is the same people who are trying to ban the book Tricks are also trying to ban things like A Wrinkle in Time. And I haven't read A Wrinkle in Time, but you have, and I don't think that you think that it's inappropriate for kids.
No, it's not. But it's almost like they don't know what they want to ban. You know what I mean? It's almost like they can't make up their own minds.
Right, but I'm saying that the same people who are going after Tricks are also going after.
But wait. I think I should clarify something.
Go ahead.
The same people who are going after Tricks are not going after A Wrinkle in Time. They don't want to ban A Wrinkle in Time. That's a totally different set of educators. There are educators that want to push Tricks on kids, and the same educators are trying to get rid of A Wrinkle in Time.
I'm sorry, I just thought of a dad joke. When you said push Tricks on kids, I thought of that rabbit from
Tricks are for kids?
Tricks are for kids. Okay, that was me taking us off track.
But what I'm saying is, the same people who want to ban children's classics are not the same people who think that books like Tricks should not be in the hands of children. They're the people that want to protect children from all this pornographic stuff. The other ones that want to ban A Wrinkle in Time are the same ones that want to push the really pornographic stuff on children.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. And I know
true.
that historically speaking, again, when you open the door to banning things, they're not just going to ban things that you disagree with. Eventually it's going to come to things
but
that
they're not burning stuff. They just don't want them in school libraries. And I think that's a very legitimate concern, because if I had a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, I wouldn't want them to read that. That's so very age inappropriate.
Well, wait a second. I thought the book Tricks was for teenagers, not for 5 and 3-year-olds.
No, I mean, they're not for 5 and 3-year-olds. I'm saying that if they found it in some kind of a library where kids usually go to.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
I'm not talking about just a school library. I'm talking about any library. It shouldn't be in the children's section.
And I don't know if it is in other libraries, but I really, censoring books rubs me the wrong way. And it's when both sides do it.
But I think you should really look into this library controversy, because libraries are now doing it. Libraries are pushing these books on children, but they also want to ban children's classics, which isn't good either.
Yeah, I don't like that too. And I know that my problem with the right is they're all for banning books, and my
No,
problem
they're not.
and my
No,
problem.
they're not.
Ow! They are in Florida. Ow! They are in Florida.
No, Bubs, no. You have to check into that because I personally do not think that Ron DeSantis is behind this because I've never heard that. And when you say banning, I love how the left says, oh, they like to ban stuff. It's one thing to ban a book from ever being read. It's another thing to take books out of a certain capacity, like a school library, for example, for...
And I'm telling you, that's the language they use to start it. That's the language they use to start censorship. You say stuff like, well, it's not appropriate in this setting, so we're not going to allow it for anybody who goes to this building. And you slowly get your foot in, and then you expand.
But I don't think you're seeing the big picture here. Because if you're talking about children,
yeah,
okay, not adults.
Yeah.
If you're talking about children, that's what they're really concerned about because these books are very pornographic in nature. These kids that are even younger than 13 are getting a hold of them, and it's these people I think genuinely want to protect these kids because over sexualizing kids too young is very, very detrimental when they get older, I think.
Absolutely.
And that is what they're concerned about. And I think that by saying that they want to ban them, there's a reason why they're concerned about these books.
Well,
it's not because it's not that they don't, people are going to find a way to get them anyway. But here's the thing. A school library should have books that will be beneficial to these kids and not a book like Tricks.
I think that's unfair for you to keep picking on this book because you. But
I'm using it as an example. I'm not. I mean, I could talk about other books too. But I'm just saying. I mean, there's an agenda going on, and these educators aren't helping.
I agree to you that there's some craziness on the left when it comes to this stuff, but if you really wanted to. Because the right, I think, unjustly tries to wear the mask of we're pro-free speech. We're the ones who are really in favor of freedom. And the left, they say the nice words, but if you look at their actions, they're always getting offended, right? Mm-hmm. And there's some truth in that. There's some truth that a lot of people on the left get offended. Not everybody, because I'm on the left and I try not to get offended by free speech, and I would hope that you know that. But I don't think the right does itself favors when it does that and simultaneously tries to get book bans. It tries to ban books. I'm dyslexic. So let me try to present you an alternative. Let's say instead of banning books like Tricks, the library said, okay, we can have 1 or 2 copies of these books in our libraries, but we don't trust that little kids might not stumble upon it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have it behind our library desk, right? So that way we know that it's here. And the only way you can check it out is if you have a slip from your parents that's signed that gives you permission to check out this book. Wouldn't that be a better way of handling it?
I have to think about that.
Okay.
I have to think about that. I know that people do that, like health teachers do that. Yeah. If a child's parent says that they don't want their child to be in this sex education class because they're teaching them about sex ed.
Yeah.
I know they do that. Maybe that could work. I have to think about that because whenever I hear about a book like that or any kind of book with really horrible ideas for kids end up in a library or a bookstore, it really doesn't sit well with me.
I hear you, but I would say you haven't read this book, Tricks. You've heard what other people say about it. Maybe it would behoove you to check out this book and do some due diligence. And that way, maybe it is a really bad book for kids. Maybe the right is correct on this, but you won't really know that unless you take the time to read it yourself, instead of just listening to what other people have to say about it.
I don't know if I can though. It just sounds very intense.
It does, but you also want to be informed. And maybe it's intense, but maybe if you read the book, you would find out that, oh, this is actually anti-prostitute book. This isn't encouraging it at all. But it's been slanted this way by the same people who, I don't know, run Fox News, for example.
Yeah, Fox News is not a good example. But
well, yeah, I'm glad that you finally switched and are now.
I have not been a Fox News watcher for like 3 years.
By the way, did you hear this new Tucker Carlson clip from, I guess, the early 2000s, where he's bad mouthing Bill O'Reilly, saying that Bill O'Reilly tries too hard to be the everyman?
No,
and try to portray himself as anti-establishment.
No, I never heard that at all.
It just came out. I mean, it's been out there, but I guess people found it again recently.
I tend not to get into the beefs between former Fox News people and people that are still there.
Yeah.
I just think it's ridiculous already.
And I'm not a Bill O'Reilly fan or a Tucker Carlson fan, but it is kind of interesting.
There are things that I agree with Bill O'Reilly on, and there are things that I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a bad person. I think that it's interesting that a lot of Fox News people have been accused of sexual harassment when they went on to do other things, and it didn't seem like there was any evidence they even did anything. And I don't know. I mean, maybe Roger Ailes did something. I don't know much about that situation. Apparently, he was accused of sexually harassing
multiple women.
One woman I know about.
It was multiple women with Roger Ailes. And with Bill O'Reilly, not only was it multiple women, but years before Me Too, Fox paid over $30 million to keep these women silent.
I don't know if I believe that.
Oh, it's out there. And they've never denied that.
So I don't know. I don't keep track of all those accusations.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a thing I choose to spend my time doing.
Oh, good.
What time is it?
It is, wow, it's 4:43.
I got 4:43.
4:43, babes.
4:43.
Yeah, good stuff. But anyways, we got to look more into this book banning stuff. I'm against it. I don't think we should be changing words in Roald Dahl books.
I'm glad that they fixed that, because I think they were trying to change Matilda.
They were trying to change all of his
They're
books.
trying to change all of it, yeah.
And in a lot of cases, it was things like, let's replace the word fat with something else. Or let's not say a woman is a secretary. Let's say she's a professor.
I'm like, no, that's ridiculous. And it's going to change the entire book.
Yeah, and it's also, if you think that Roald Dahl had a take on things that was really bad, and you might be right. Maybe he did, right? But by changing it, it doesn't change the fact that he originally wrote that.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to have a nuanced discussion with people going forward about how wrong he was if now the books reflect him saying something correctly when he never did.
Yeah, because I remember when they were trying to change the character of Augustus Gloop.
Oh.
Because he was a fat little boy.
Yeah.
And he ate a lot.
Nice.
Of chocolate, you know. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, good, babes.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes. So I'm against book censorship. Alana, only when it comes from people on the left doing it.
Ah!
That's right, Bob.
Bob.
No, I'm just joking, man.
Stop it now.
Oh, my goodness.
Stop it now.
Okay, I love you now.
Oh, on a lighter note.
Yes.
My shower head is fixed.
That's great. I'm going to be taking a shower tomorrow, y'all.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm excited about that, babes.
Okay.
Yes. I need to know that. Oh, my goodness. Unless you want to give me a sponge bath.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, that sounds really... No.
Oh,
no.
Goodness.
I feel bad for the nurses who have to give old men sponge baths.
Yeah.
And old ladies sponge baths.
Yeah.
It sounds gross.
I read some books this week. I don't know if you want me to get into them tomorrow or what.
I think maybe tomorrow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we're going to have another busy day tomorrow, as you know.
Ha, ha, ha.
It's Motown Day.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Yep.
And I think if anybody had to pay $10, it's definitely
Not us.
Not us. And it's definitely I think they would get I think they would get their money's worth.
Well, we have to see the exhibit first, babes.
Yes.
But I've been hearing really good stuff about
I
it.
have been too, and the way she described it sounds like a fun one.
My contact at
Yes.
Oregon Historical Society, yeah.
Yeah, he'll contact you.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good, babes. And then we're going to go and eat at Cafe Yum's.
Yes, and the good thing is that my friend is not a picky eater.
Nice.
Now, do you want me to get us all sodas?
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good to me there.
Cool.
Alana wanted to go to Pizzicato, but the one that's in that area apparently closed down.
That's sad.
Oh, we got to talk about Izzy's.
Yeah.
So check this out. So we're at the luncheon a couple of days ago, and people were talking about getting food at a buffet. I stepped up and said, hey, have you guys ever thought about taking a trip to a buffet? Person running the thing said, no, would you like to arrange that? At first, I was kind of speechless because I wasn't sure she was messing with me. Mm-hmm. We go up to her afterwards, and she's like, no, we think that would be a good idea. Go home. You and I were talking about it yesterday. What would be a good place to go? And you said, what about Izzy's? I thought that would be a good idea. I looked it up, and I was finding mixed information. We get off the phone, and I watch a YouTube video from June of 2021 where this guy goes to this old Izzy's location, and he says it looks like they're pretty much closing down all their locations due to COVID. That was the implication. But one thing that I didn't know is the old lady from the Izzy's commercials, or that's Izzy. That's really her. I thought that she was like a local actress or something.
Yeah, wow.
But that's the co-founder
really
of the company. Yeah. She started it with her husband back in the late 70s. And they had ran a Shakey's Pizza franchise before then. That was really cool. Apparently, she's still alive. She's much older now. She's not in the best health. Yeah. But she wrote some book called Call Me Izzy. And it's about her life. And also the guy from that YouTube channel was also saying that she released a recipe book for all the Izzy's Pizza stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And they had some good things.
I liked it as a kid. I don't know if it holds up, though.
Oh, I do. I mean, I like their barbecue chicken. I like their cinnamon rolls. I like their cookies. Nice. Their ice cream was good, and their pizza was good.
Oh, you had my chicken today that was barbecued.
Oh, my gosh. It was so good, and there was no bone on it, and it was literally finger-licking good.
I think this is the first time I made that since 2009.
It was so good.
You liked it?
It was delicious.
Nice.
And the fries, they were a little bit salty, but maybe a little too salty. I didn't realize it, but it was good.
Oh, good.
It was good. Nice. The fries turned out nice and crispy, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I got full.
I'm glad to hear that.
Jaylo.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I mean, if they had a bone on them, they would be literally falling off of the bone.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I'm glad you liked it, babes.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, Jaylo?
Yeah?
Any dreams you had? Anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, I had a dream last night, but I forgot what it was about. Oh. I honestly did.
Okay.
And that usually doesn't happen if it's really vivid, and it was vivid, but I don't remember it now.
Okay.
I forgot it.
Okay.
But maybe it wasn't that important, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm glad daylight savings time is starting tomorrow night.
Let the sleepiness start again.
Yeah, that's only for a week or two, and it's going to be lighter later. So
that's true.
It's going to be light outside later, I should
Lighter
say.
later.
Yeah, I know.
Later.
I'm just a lexic boy.
Later.
And we haven't decided what movies we're going to watch on Saturday. So maybe we should do that after we wrap this up. Oh my goodness, babes.
We don't live in the hood, bubs.
We live in Portland, babes. Close enough.
Not the Bronx.
Okay. South Bronx. The South Bronx.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you know what I realized, babes?
What?
You know, MC Ran has that song, "The Final Frontier."
No.
Okay, well, MC Ran did a song called "The Final Frontier" that was pretty big in the early '90s, and I know you don't know a lot about KRS One, but have you ever heard about that song, "The Bridge Is Over"?
I don't know.
It's where he disses the Juice Crew.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, I was listening to the Final Frontier. I was like, they sound alike, and I can't put my finger on it. I listened to the Final Frontier, and he kind of takes the thing that KRS had in "The Bridge Is Over." It's like dun 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 dun. It's in both songs. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Interesting.
Yes. All right, babes. I can tell I was the only one who felt that way.
Yeah.
Congratulations to your girl, MAGA.
Oh my goodness.
Mommy, soon to be.
That's still insane.
Yeah.
Soon
Soon to be MAGA granny, Lauren.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
I hope she's a good grandmother.
I'm sure she probably will. I'm sure she's probably freaking out though.
You think so?
Well, I mean, I'm sure she probably freaked out when she found it the first time.
Oh, when she was preggers?
When she found out that her son was going to have a child.
Yeah.
I'm sure she probably freaked out.
Whatever happened to those rumors of her being a prostitute? Did that get disproven?
No, it never came up, Bubs.
Because I only heard that a couple times.
It might have been a rumor.
They reported it on TYT.
It was something about abortion, right?
It was something she had abortions when she was a prostitute. Something like that.
That may just have been tabloid trash.
It was on TYT. And
I don't know. I never heard anything about that.
I mean, Jake and Anna put some like descriptors like, we don't know if this is true, but it's a good source. But the only person who came out and said that he had trouble believing it, if I remember right, was John Idarola said something like, this is a fun story, but I have questions about it.
I never heard anything about it at all. I've never read anything about it. I couldn't find anything about it. So
yeah, I only heard about it that one day. I know the next day because TYT reported on it on the main show, and the next day John talked about it on the damn.
But a lot of people will put some crazy things in the tabloids, like Shania Twain and her husband were a part of this cult, and I think it was a cult that taught that you shouldn't have relations with your spouse or whatever it is. Weird. I don't know, something weird like that. Yeah. And that was on the National Enquirer, so.
Oh, okay.
You know, then you can't really trust that source.
Nice. We got to do our news exchange, but we'll save that for another time.
Okay.
All right, babes. Anything else?
No.
All right, give me a kiss.
Okay.
All right, babes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. How long is it?
That was an hour and 30. Oh, no, I didn't press stop.